Hi guys, Alex Taylor down here at Living Golf Academy, and today we're going to see if a driver with a 3-wood shaft or a 3-wood with a driver shaft works best. Right then guys, so often, particularly with drivers, we talk about shaft length, and we talk about the fact that potentially for a lot of golfers, a shorter shaft in the driver maybe gives us a little bit more control on strike, transfers energy better from club head to golf ball, hits the ball actually further, even though it's a shorter shaft, and gives us more control. So I thought, do you know what? If we're always talking about going shorter with the shaft, what if we went longer? So I'm going to put the shafts from these in each other. So the 3-wood shafts going in driver shaft in the 3-wood. We're going to see which one hits it the furthest, but also which one gives the best dispersion and which is the most accurate. So guys, if this is your first time down watching my videos, welcome down to Ali Taylor Golf. If you're returning for more, welcome back. If you are enjoying it though today, click the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, that way you'll find out when I drop a new video. But for now, let's go driver with 3-wood shaft versus 3-wood with driver shaft. Right then guys, so like I said at the start of the video, very often we talk about kind of driver length shaft and potentially shorter, giving us that better strike, maybe more control on it. So it'll be interesting to see with driver with the 3-wood shaft and 3-wood with the driver shaft. We're going to see which one hits it the furthest, but also which one gives me the most control, so which is the most accurate. So I'm going to hit 5 shots with each, real balls, on TrackMan. As you can see, I've got lots and lots of layers on today. It's very, very cold down at Living Golf Academy, but I've got TrackMan on normalised mode, so my numbers should always be fairly consistent. So we're going to go driver first off, 5 shots, and like I said, see how far and how accurate I am with this driver. Now, I'll be honest, even though it's only a 3-wood shaft in it, feels absolutely tiny. So I felt a good strike. The wind is hard off the left today, so when TrackMan normalises, we see a little bit of a pushy one. So not accurate, but we've got 4 more, and let's see what the average is. That was a little bit more the other way. Turning over a touch, and again some decent distance. And like I said, I think I'd struggle to use something this short with that size head on it. I probably could get used to it, but I'm not sure I necessarily would need to. That one again, setting off right and cutting. It's going a long way right, that one. Okay, and I'll be honest, I don't feel, with it being this short, I don't feel I've got more control. I think because it feels so weird, this length, actually feels like I've got less control. And it'd be interesting to see when we look at the average as to what the strike has generally been like with the very short shaft. So getting reasonable. And let's go one last one. Now this really is a mini driver. So again, felt solid. Best direction out of all of them. So let's look at some averages and let's look at the strike with the driver head with the 3-wood shaft. So we can see fairly near the centre, but just a little bit high, a little bit toey. I mean, my general strike pattern is always around there anyway, but certainly with that feeling so short, maybe felt a little bit easier for me to hit it out the toe. Club head speed, 103, decent. 251 carry, 275, but an average of 40 foot right and we can see not really that consistent with the shape of shot, which I would say is more down to me, but then my ability to control the club at that length. Right, so that moves us into the 3-wood with the driver shaft. Now, I've got this set as I would normally have it. So this is my Ping G10 down to 13 degrees loft. So it's a strong 3-wood anyway, but that feels ridiculously long. I mean, actually, when you put them side by side, it's not that big a difference really, but with the head being small on this, just feels like I'm miles away from the golf ball. Okay, so let's go 5 shots, 3-wood with driver shaft. Felt like I had no idea where the club was there. So again, fairly typical for what I saw with driver. But that does feel so long, it's silly. Okay, and again. So definitely low off the club face. So, nice and straight, but certainly for me, where you completely get the idea where if a shaft's too long, you know, you're going to struggle to control. It feels like I've got no control at all. I'm also on strike with this length. So that one felt towards the toe. It's going to be a reasonable result. And good length. Okay, so I mean, I remember when I tried a long driver, just the length of the shaft felt ridiculous, but at least there was still that nice big forgiving club head on the end. This doesn't feel like in any way, shape or form this would work for me. So that was probably the best out of the lot strike wise. We see decent ball speed, nice carry. Okay, so one final one. So we've used a mini driver and a super long 3-wood. Last one though. So again, felt good strike wise, good ball speed. And that was long. Right then guys, so certainly from a feel perspective, definitely felt like I had more control with the short driver as opposed to the long 3-wood. But let's look at the averages from the 3-wood and then let's compare the two clubs. So we can certainly see with the strike with the 3-wood, definitely a little bit more kind of up and down the club face. So definitely, like I said, it felt a little bit tougher to control than the driver did. Club head speed and ball speed, not massively different. Certainly maybe a little bit more consistency there with the 3-wood. And carry 232, 259 total. Generally pretty decent numbers. Certainly felt I maybe should be swinging a little bit quicker than I did with the 3-wood, but really felt like it was difficult for me to trust the length of driver to maybe swing as quick as I could. So didn't see really any pickup in club head speed, even though the shaft was longer. Right then guys, so we saw the numbers there. Driver was longer and dispersion was very, very similar, to be fair, but certainly front to back, because the quality of the strike was more consistent, the driver actually won on that as well. So definitely the shorter shaft in the driver gave me that ability to strike the ball in a more consistent part of the club face. But I wouldn't go that short. I mean, I'm actually okay controlling strike with full length. Probably the biggest surprise for me was that I didn't generate more club head speed with the longer shaft in the 3-wood. But like I said, I think because it was just felt so long, I really, really struggled to kind of commit, knowing that I could find a decent part of the club face. So maybe in the back of my mind, I couldn't really put as much into the 3-wood as I wanted. But certainly there, no benefit at all in going longer than standard, but certainly could be a big benefit for a lot of you out there, going a little bit shorter, not just in driver, but fairway woods generally now. So guys, hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, like and share it, click the thumbs up. Comment below, let me know why you think my dispersion didn't really change kind of side to side. Maybe felt that the shape of shot wasn't as destructive with 3-wood, but just comment below and let me know why you think maybe the 3-wood wouldn't be as destructive as the driver. I am going to do another video on which is more accurate, driver and 3-wood, and why that's the case. But comment below and I'll get back to as many people as I can. As ever, if you've enjoyed the video and you don't currently subscribe, consider clicking the button, ringing the notification bell, then you'll find out when I drop a new video. Follow me on all my other social media platforms, all under Ali Taylor Golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here soon. Stay in contact.